All right, guys, welcome back. We got another episode of the DZD podcast. I'm here with
Dante.
Danny.
Before we get into it, we just want to say we hit 10 episodes. It's a big benchmark for us,
Huge.
10 weeks of this. So we hope you guys have been enjoying it. We had a good time with our last guest, Tony. It was a good time.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we love that boy.
If you asking why we in the same fits, it was literally like a few hours ago. We letting out we got a bunch of work to do because I gotta go. So
Yeah.
yes, sir.
But this episode, we got a big time player, 34-5 in his high school career. Made it to the state semis a couple times. Led Gither to their first undefeated season. We got Kiael Kelly.
Yes, sir, man.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you.
Thanks for having me, man.
Yes, sir.
All you do is win, my boy.
How's
been
it back?
seeing y'all.
How's it back in Tampa? You know what I'm saying? How's the vibes looking?
Great, bro. You know, the weather's always great here, man.
It's hot.
Yeah, especially compared to Indiana, man. Y'all.
But, yeah, man. I got to get out the sun, bro. I feel like I might be getting too dark, bro.
But that's
nah,
good visiting the fam and stuff, seeing the boys again. That's all good.
For real, yeah. That's really the best part about it because, I'm out there in Indiana. I don't really know a lot of people, but, get to come home and hang with the boys, see my family. It's always great.
You grew up here?
Yeah, in Tampa. Originally from like the Bradenton area.
Yeah.
That's like where my mom grew up at. That's where I really started out. And then my mom had got a job in Brandon, and that's really like what started me like moving over to this side. Second grade we moved to Tampa, and ever since then I've been in Tampa with it.
So how was the childhood, man? You always grew up playing sports and playing multiple or just playing football?
I played multiple sports, basketball, baseball, pretty much everything, but track. I hated track, bro. I hated running. Couldn't do all that running, man. But I always wanted to stay active, but no matter what it was, I'm real competitive in anything.
Yeah. So some athletes are better at a sport, but they love another sport more. So for you, you chose to stick with football, but I know you play basketball and baseball.
Mm-hmm.
Was football your number one love, or you still got love for basketball and baseball?
To be honest, I love football, but my first love was basketball. That I feel like that really came the most natural. I never had to like train for basketball. Just like give me the ball and let's go. As far as football, sure you gotta get better daily. It's like you never know when the game gonna catch up with you. You feel me? So basketball was more fun, and football I looked at it as like a business.
Did you feel yourself playing at a higher level than like other normal kids around you, like as a kid?
I didn't really realize it until like I'll say like 6th, 7th grade when like now you getting towards that time where it's about to be high school, and like just the competition is not it doesn't seem as level as you can sense it. But I wouldn't say I would look at myself as more of like a late bloomer. Like when I was younger I wasn't really like the best. I just loved to play.
So in middle school, were you playing Pop Warner or anything?
Yeah, TBYFL, Pop Warner, really depend on the year.
So then you decided to go to TC your freshman year, and how was that?
It was great. They treated me well. My dad went there. He graduated from there. And then my freshman year, my brother was a senior. So being there with him, that was great. Everybody treated me like, like family. I loved it there. It's just some things happened. I had to leave. And I support all my decisions.
I went to TC my freshman year too.
Real.
And
Yeah.
some stuff happened too, and I gotta get out of there.
Real, man. Yeah, you already know how it is. I like TC though. The people there, everybody
It's
great
like
there.
a family.
Yeah,
Like
for real.
everybody's close.
Yeah.
How was it when you went to Jesuit? You went to the rival school, so how was that?
hot.
I feel like looking back at it is actually crazier than I felt like it was in the moment. But going to the rival school, Jesuit, they accepted me with open arms, but TC hated me. So it's like it's kind of rough because my dad graduated from TC, my brother graduated from there, so it's like I always was welcome there. But if we thought that TC was like a family, man. Jesuit on a whole another level, bro. So it just really like I don't want to say I forgot about TC, but like Jesuit was just that was a great time, you know. It made me, I didn't miss a beat, you know.
They call themselves like a brotherhood, like all them boys. I'm close to a bunch of Jesuit boys. They all close. So
Yeah.
I already know. I'm already knowing.
Mm-hmm.
So that sophomore year you stepped in, you played like right away.
Right.
But how was that playing so young, you know? Especially at school like Jesuit, it's tough.
Yeah, transferring in, I didn't know if I was gonna play or not, and I think it was like the first game of that year. We were like splitting time or whatever, and like I only threw 3 passes and 3 of them were touchdowns. So it was like good getting my feet wet, you know. But like after that game, I didn't really know what was gonna happen. But the rest was really history. After that, just staying ready and like attacking the opportunity once it came to me.
You threw 3 passes, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah.
So every time you threw that, it was a touchdown.
Yes, bro. It was
That is
against Durant, man. 3 passes, 3 touchdowns first half.
Did you start getting recruited really like very early on?
Yeah, my first offer came freshman year, spring.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
I got Illinois, University of Illinois, my freshman year.
So after that, it was just going up.
Yeah.
Up.
So like, it was very at the start. Like I got that first offer in the spring, and then my next offer didn't come until like the next football season. But like once that September 1st, my junior year, once all the coaches can start hitting you up and stuff, that's when it really like took off, and like 7-on-7 that year, and it really like junior year, I would say.
And you had a lot of great teammates over in the Jesuit those 2 years. You had, you know, JY, you had Ricky Parks and stuff. How was it playing with them and building a brotherhood with them?
Oh yeah, shoot, I love playing with them boys, strapping it up every Friday night. You see, that's why we stayed together. You know, I always looked forward to playing with them, especially with my brother Jordan, because you know we was like this, and then Rick being in the backfield, he's like I can count on them to make a play. They can count on me to make a play. So I just I miss playing with them boys for real.
So that sophomore year, I think you guys finished like 11-12 with like a couple losses. You guys made it to like the regional final, fell short. How was that game?
That year, you know, that being my first year starting and us going so far, it was just like a shock, you know, like I can't even remember much from the game. It just was like I just remember being like dang, like it felt like a big game, you know, like it was different than playing these teams in Tampa. We was down in Miami, like on the road, no fans. It's like it felt like a college atmosphere game. It was just like once I got there the first time, it's like, you know, I gotta get back there. It's because we lost. Gotta get back there. Gotta try to win it. Really wanted the ring.
So what was one of your like strongest abilities during those years at Jesuit? Because I saw you when you came to Gaither. I saw a couple games, but what was something you were best at over at Jesuit? You were very athletic.
Yeah. I say in those younger years, I protected the ball very well. It's like, so me and my dad, this thing, he's like, every game that I went with, zero turnovers, $50.
Oh man.
So, you know, I was going like
You cashed
6-7 games in a row, no turnovers. I think I threw like 2 interceptions that year. That's it. And like it got so bad to the point where like he stopped giving me the money because like, you know, I'm about to protect the ball. But like, yeah, I probably say me protecting the ball because, you know, I understood that possession was a big thing, and like the team with the least amount of turnovers most likely was gonna win.
Yeah. So then that next year, going to your junior year, you already had a bigger name for yourself. You know, people around the county were already expecting Jesuit to do so much. So how was that season for y'all?
Yeah, that season was, you know, I feel like I wouldn't say we had like more pressure, but we were losing. We lost a lot of seniors, and really they didn't really know the direction that our program was gonna go. So like people expected us not to be as good, and we dropped like the first game that year. And I just remember like after losing that game, we all like we had a come together moment. We had like a player only meeting and really just came together. And after that meeting, everything started clicking, and it was really a special year.
Did you play basketball at Jesuit too?
Mm-hmm.
And at TC?
Yeah.
Nah, you different, bro.
Yeah.
I know they was talking crazy on that Jesuit VTC game. They be saying
Yeah,
the most
man.
wild stuff.
Those is the best moments, man. Cause like I had friends at TC, so like really the only people they care about in that game was me at Jesuit, cause you know like. But they used to say all type of stuff, all type of crazy stuff. My brother graduated from there, so they was like calling me his sister and stuff like that.
They called me a traitor, and I didn't even go to a rival school. Oh,
so you think when you like if you stayed at TC all 4 years, your career would have been kind of different from how it was?
You know, I wouldn't say different. I would say I feel like I could have did something dangerous at TC. Shoot, that was just like playing football there was like the most fun. Like I felt free there, cause like I don't know, it just felt free. But I feel like I remember my signing day, my brother's senior year. I was just standing there just watching, and the head coach had walked up to me. He's like, you know, if you stay here 4 years, then you'll be signing on ESPN. And I would never forget that. And I ended up not staying. But like, it's crazy you asked me that, because I always think about that, like, really, what if? Mm-hmm. But I don't know. I don't really want to say. I feel like something would have came out different, because I was fine. Mm-hmm. You feel me?
So towards the end of your junior year, you guys were hot. I think y'all won another like 11, 12 games. Y'all lost in the regional final again. Like couldn't get past that next step to the state semis 2 years in a row. How was that?
You know, that one actually probably hurt worse, because like I said, at the beginning of the year, nobody really expected us to be there. And you make it there, and you know, you want to win. We were down in Miami again. So it's like we trying to get revenge for the year before. It's just so many emotions for real. You want to win, like you don't pull it out, but you know, you learn to be happy in your losses. Like look back on the year, it was a great year, but you know, we wanted to pull that one out against Miami Northwestern.
So what's your attitude like after the season? You know, you made the move to Gaither, but like what kind of went into that? I know you're really close with Jordan since you were a little kid. Like.
Yeah. So after that season, you know, junior year is like I would say the biggest year as far as for like recruiting and stuff. And around that time, a lot of the college coaches I was talking to, they want their quarterback to early enroll, you know, because a lot of them they had senior quarterbacks that are about to leave. So they want that new guy to be there that spring so you can practice, you know, so they wanted me to early enroll. And at Catholic, I don't know if it's a Catholic school rule or private school rule, but I couldn't do that at Jesuit. So really we were in a situation where it's like, you know, do I stay and not early enroll, or do I transfer and early enroll? And like it came down to me, and you know, I got the opportunity to go to college early. Shoot, I'm gone. I ain't want to do no more high school. So yeah, that really what drove it. And then you know, just like fit. You know, like I felt like Gaither would fit, and you know, I already lived in the district, so it was just like might as well. You know.
So you brought along Ricky Parks and JY with you. Can you talk about kind of like assembling that team together?
Yeah. So it kind of was easy. So Jordan was the first one to go, and he was something happened, and he was there like maybe 2 weeks before me, and like he just called me every day, like, bro, like Gaither this, Gaither that, blah 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 blah. Like, you already in the district, you might as well. But it's your senior year, you know, like just teasing me, like so. You know, I really ain't think nothing of it at first, but like then once the thing of the college coaches asking me to enroll early, then I jumped on the train quick, boom, and then really the hardest part was getting Rick to come to Gaither. Like Rick wanted to leave Jesuit anyways, but he didn't want to bring all this like not publicity, but like he didn't want people thinking like he following us or like something like that, 'cause like he wanted to be his own person. But you know, what helped is that we all like lived in the area, so that just made it the easiest, like getting us there. But like I would say, other than that, we probably would have been everywhere else, like scattered around Tampa. For real.
So right as this is going on, like COVID's happening.
Yep.
Like you're wearing masks, like you can't even meet with the team, like maybe
Right.
once a week. Like it's tough, especially at a new school. So like, how is kind of adjusting like during all that going on?
Yeah, so when I transferred, boom, we had classes and stuff. We were in school, and then like they had shut down like right as spring football was about to start. So like it was hard, especially me just transferring in. I don't really know a lot of people, so like it was hard to get the chemistry down that you need to, you know, like be successful as like a quarterback transferring in. Like I only got 1 year. Just like, you know, we gotta go now. So like I would try my best to do like little things outside of the stuff we had organized, but really like it was kind of hard because everybody's schedules was different. So that's why if you like watched us play that year, you would see me click very well with like Josh or Jordan, because like that whole time during COVID, that's who I was like seeing every day, working out with every day. But like it was easy adjusting to those boys, but like as far as getting the whole team and like everybody behind each other, that was rough.
Yeah, Carson told me that you would throw his daughter's stuffed animal in practice because y'all couldn't use a bar or anything because of COVID. So that was wild when he told me that.
Yeah, man, it was all type of stuff. We had to be innovative, man. We couldn't like, it was crazy. We couldn't have like water out there, all type of stuff. We had to like bring our own water. Just all crazy stuff.
Starting that season at Gaither, man, y'all started off hot. You led that team to a 10-0 start. Y'all had a lot of big games. Y'all beat Armwood and all that stuff. So how was that season, man? Y'all were just so talented. Y'all got all these D1 players on one team.
And also going into that season, you know, Gaither had a record-setting year the year before, brings in 3 top transfers in the county, like huge expectations. So
Yeah.
how was that?
It was definitely an experience. It's like that whole year just felt like we had a big target on our back because we was good, and we was gonna let you know we was good. We was talking trash, like we didn't care at all. But yeah, that year was fun. It was definitely the most talented team I've ever been on. Like you got 10
So
plus,
many names,
you know,
man.
like
So
it was crazy, man. But
So how was dealing with COVID like throughout the season? I know you might have missed a game or two. Like,
Yeah.
It was tough,
yeah,
right?
Jordan playing quarterback, man.
it was with COVID, like they had some like crazy rules. Like, say if I got COVID sitting here, then Danny wouldn't be able to play in the game. Like, so like people was missing because of that, and like you don't know like when you gonna get that call. So it's like you gotta like really stay safe. Like I remember it was a time Coach Carson was telling us like, go to your teacher and just ask to sit in the corner. Like you got classes, just 4 football players huddled up in one corner, just so they can be eligible for Friday and not get I forget what the word for it is now, but close contact or something like that. Yeah, and it was definitely I wouldn't say a distraction, but it was definitely on everybody's mind. You know, you ain't know when it could be you having to sit out for a game. And I got hit with it. I didn't get COVID, but what I was just talking about, somebody next to me in class, and yeah, I had to sit out.
Was Tech any good that year? That game that you missed, were you like worried when you find out you would have to miss those games, or you knew Gaither kind of?
I miss Freedom game, and it actually was after the Armwood game. One of the boys we played had COVID.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah.
That's
So
such a
everybody,
bad rule. Like, what?
everybody that he touched in that game had to like sit out. Yeah, it was
That's
crazy.
horrible. What the heck?
Yeah, it was Freedom. I don't think they were that good. I just remember being at home like I don't even know if I want to watch it or not. I wanted to play so bad, but Jordan was at quarterback, so I had to turn it on. It was a blowout though.
So this was your first year at Gaither, obviously, and this is the first year that the team ever goes undefeated. So what was it like being a part of that and kind of making a run?
It was fun because, I view Gaither as a real big football school. Like you can feel the energy. Like when we was winning, everybody just happy around there. I didn't even know that they never went undefeated. Shoot, we was just out there playing. But once I think it was Coach Silber that told me that I was the first quarterback to do that, and I'm like, I didn't do it by myself, but we were definitely loaded, and that's a great accomplishment that nobody can ever take from us. Just glad to have.
So what was the biggest difference between private school and public school, for you?
Like school or football?
Yeah, no,
Both,
just
yeah.
school wise.
I'll say I feel like the mindset of the people you're around. Like, say when I was at Jesuit or TC, like if I was to walk into any classroom and just ask you going to college? Like, what college you going to? They'd say like USF, Florida State, Florida, any of them. But like if I was at Gaither and I asked that, it's like half the class not even going to college, half the class looking at military, other half just working. Like, so like the mindset was different, and like even the teachers, like I felt like at Jesuit, these teachers they were teaching to make sure and like at Gaither they were just teaching to get it done. Yeah. So it's like it was the curriculum was way different. Yeah.
You enjoyed your year at Gaither though. It was completely different from everything.
Yeah, me, I was gonna vibe wherever I was, but I enjoyed myself. I had fun. It was a great experience.
So fast forward to the playoffs, y'all I think y'all won the first 2 rounds, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then y'all went to that game where you said you wanted to tell your truth behind it. The game y'all lost. So tell me about that.
Yeah. First it was just a weird feeling. Like the whole day was just weird. Like you just wake up in the morning like, dang, it's weird. Like I remember that week of practice, it was just weird week of practice. We weren't really like clicking like that. We had a lot of like team mishaps, people fighting and stuff like that, just crazy stuff. Day of the game, stuff still happening. So it's like we weren't even mentally there. Mm-hmm. And really, I feel like we looked past Lake Mineola and getting ready for Central, which was the next game.
Yeah, Jordan said you guys prepped for the team ahead. But.
Yeah, it was all type of crazy stuff. But if I'm being honest, I feel like they just wanted it more, and we got out coached. Like simple as that. They weren't doing nothing too crazy. We couldn't adjust, bro. Like real life. Like I'm on the sideline looking like coaches looking just as confused as me. Yeah. Like this can't be right.
To this day, I don't know why y'all played over there. Y'all went undefeated. I'm surprised y'all didn't play at Gaither.
We ain't had no home games that whole playoff.
I don't get that, man. Y'all went undefeated. Y'all have to play over there, and that's a 2-hour drive.
Yeah, it was something crazy, but I can't even remember. I forgot where we was even at.
Yeah. So fast forward after that, college is coming up. I believe you committed to Ball State before the season ended. So yeah, how was that, man? Getting ready for Ball State and all that stuff.
I didn't really know what to expect because I've never seen like the school before, and like with COVID there was no visits, none of that. So like my first time being on campus was like when I was there. So it's like if If I didn't like it, I was stuck. So like, now I don't know what to expect. This is like my first time on my own for real, you know. I'm just trying to like really figure out what I'm gonna do. But you know, getting there and being with the players and the coaches that I'm like around every day, man. I tell you, it's nothing like it. Like we real brotherhood. Like it's real different. I ain't never been like a part of a team like this, bro. Like when I tell you, we'll do anything for the person sitting next to him. Like everybody in the room just.
Did you kind of expect that when you committed there? Like, was that one of your reasons that you knew it was gonna be kind of like a brotherhood?
Sort of, yeah. I didn't know it was as like as strong as it is. 'Cause they didn't really like tell me it was like that. But I was expecting, like, to be honest, me going in there, I was expecting nobody to be like me, you know, just me coming from Florida to be like an oddball out or whatever. But it's not like that at all, bro.
So what's the biggest like difference, like on the field obviously, and then like off the field? You're in Indiana, like that's a big jump from Florida. So
yeah, the biggest difference on the field, I would say, is the speed of the game. Like everybody flowing fast. Like you gotta catch up, and that just comes with reps and like just getting in there, doing it, watching film, stuff like that. It just slow the game. That comes naturally. And I say biggest thing off the field, probably the weather, man. Like I gotta check my weather app before bed and right when I wake up. And I never had to do that before then. Like when I was down here, I just know it's gonna be nice outside. You don't gotta worry. I got on shorts. Really, whatever I want to wear. Man, up there, I'll be having to do laundry like every week. I'll be double layering, all type of stuff. It'd be cold, man.
So what's a typical day in Boston? Let's say like your workout schedule. What's a typical day for your routine?
So like, I'll say, okay, so during school, these winter workouts, we would wake up in the morning. We got breakfast check every morning. So like 7:30, boom. Then say offense might lift at 8. So offense lifting at 8, and then after that you're gonna have meetings. So you lift from maybe 8 to 9:30, and you'll meet 9:30 to 10:30, and after that you got class, and then really you done for the day. But like player like me, you know, I gotta go back, get extra work. So like, say if boom after that 10 meeting, I might go get some lunch. Class would be at 2. And then right after that, I'm back at the stadium. So like 4 to 6, 4 to 5, I'm at the stadium watching film, getting extra treatment and stuff like that. So like the days aren't as busy when you're out of season. They're like right before the season and in season is when it's like the more hectic days. And like summer now, you really don't do nothing. You just work out. You run in the morning and then done. Like unless you got like a class or something. Yeah.
So going into your third year, an opportunity to compete for the starting job. How do you kind of view yourself in that competition and like kind of excelling?
Just trying to get better every day. You know, like I understand you're not gonna win the job like in one day. Like you can perform well today, but you gotta like keep stacking days. You know, and like. Never get complacent. It's always something you can work on, and the next person, you gotta know they working just as hard as you. Everybody want that top spot. Like I play a position where only one of us gonna play, and shoot, once we find that one person, they gonna rock out with them until all else fails. So really, just trying to get mentally and physically prepared so that I'm that guy that got all the duties.
So as you said you were ready to go to college. How long did it take you to start missing Tampa, start missing the family and all that stuff?
Really, those first, like once you get dropped off, the first like week or two, it's probably rough, and like I would say, cause I was far, it's like you know, really try not to like think about it, because like it ain't nothing you can do. So thinking about it, that ain't gonna like help you out. So you might as well just, I don't know, toughen up or something, bro. So I had to just, you know, realize what I'm there for, and like, you know, it get greater later. So just gotta deal with it.
I know you be working. So what's your goals for this upcoming season?
I say I'll give you my three biggest goals. First, I wanna win the job. I wanna win the MAC, and I wanna win the bowl game. So that's my three biggest goals. Just win. You know, I'm used to it, so got to get back on track.
So what advice do you have to the upcoming, you say the person who's going to college to play D1 and they have to kind of build their way up to get that job and stuff like that? What advice do you give them?
I would say stay ready. You never know when your name gonna get called, and when your name do get called, you better be ready. Because if you're not ready, the time not gonna wait on nobody. And they gonna just move you to the side, and once you move to the side, then it's real hard to, you know, get back on track. So I just say stay ready, get in that playbook ASAP, and just, you know, grind, bro. They're not gonna hand you nothing. They're not gonna baby you. You a grown man, bro. You gotta act like one.
We kind of ask this question to everybody when we start like wrapping up the pod. Like, what does sports mean to you, and how do you feel it kind of made your life?
Shoot, sports, man. It's just it's a safe haven, bro. Like, I feel like when you playing, no matter what sport it is, it's just that's just the one place where you can literally not think about nothing. Like, that homework you got to do later, but that junk don't mean nothing while these 2 hours that you on this field. Like, bro, that's the one place where you could just get away, bro. Like, you ain't gonna get in trouble for nothing. You could do anything, bro. Just, you feel me? Just play hard. Like, that's all. Like, that's why when you see somebody playing a sport, bro, they not giving the day off. It's like what you out there for, bro? Like, you blessed. You there's so many different people that would pray to be in your shoes, bro. It's like, you feel me? You gotta take it. Yeah, take advantage of it, bro.
Yeah.
Well, we appreciate you coming on, bro. You know, you brought a lot of winning to Gaither. I enjoyed watching you my sophomore year, and then you came over and played basketball. So
yeah,
it was
man,
really cool to hear your
that.
story, man.
Thank you
I
for
appreciate
coming
it.
on, man.
Man, appreciate y'all having me, bro. I seen y'all doing y'all thing. Yeah, y'all keep it up, man. I'm proud of y'all boys.
But I appreciate that, man. You know, you brought a lot of winning to Gaither, and you got a lot more left in the tank. So we wish you the best of luck for the future,
Yeah,
bro.
For sure, man. Appreciate y'all.
We
boys,
watching.
All right, guys. Thank you for watching this video. Make sure you like and subscribe. Shout out to Kiael Kelly for coming on our pod. Wish him the best of luck. I know he's going to go crazy at Ball State. So appreciate that. Thank you for watching. We out.